and welcome. Welcome. We'll wait a second for some folks to join us. How is everybody today? I think we're all good. Hi, Barb. How are you, sweetie pie? I got my Polish shirt on. We got some fabulous polka music in the background. We'll just wait to see who shows up, and then we'll get rolling. Hi, welcome, people. Welcome. Welcome in, everybody. Lovely to see you. Oh, good. You got some kitty cat love. I love that. Good for you. Good for you, sweetie pie. Hi, people. I think it's you and me right now, girl. And that's okay. I'm going to turn my polka up a little bit. Can you hear me okay? Because I didn't put my microphone on today. Okay, good. Yeah, like I know sometimes I use it when I do my filming because, hey, Maggie! Hi! You know what's so funny? My son was just in New Hampshire for roller derby, Maggie. He was in, oh my gosh, I don't even, Casco? Does that make sense? You know where Casco is? He was there for a roller derby tournament this weekend. Isn't that funny? Yeah, he drove from Buffalo. Oh, my part is off. He drove, every time I look in this thing, I look at my hair. I don't know why. So, yeah. Hi, Laura. Hi. So, I'm playing polka music today. So, if you guys remember, I am from, hi everybody, hi. Hi, I'm not sure I know who you are, but that's okay. I am, okay, good. Barb, I hope you get stuff all set up and get going. If you don't already know, I am from, Buffalo, and this weekend is Easter, and then Monday, is, okay, that's very interesting right there. I am from Buffalo, and this weekend, the day after Easter, is called, the day after Easter is called Dingus Day, and it is a day of polkas and Polish food and parades, and I miss being in Buffalo for that because it is very fun. So anyway, Barb, feel free to take care of some business. I know you know what I'm saying, because there's a few I have no clue. But yeah, oh my gosh, so there's pierogies, there is all kinds of delicious Polish food. There is pussy willows out, and I've got my pussy willows on my table over here. Dingus Day is just a really, really fun. You are, though. You got the wrench. The wrench for you is pretty good. That should do it. What's really weird is there's somebody in here with my sister's name, and I don't like that. So we're gonna let's get, goodbye. Yeah. Yep, got rid of one. So, but I don't know who else is coming in or what's going on. So we're just going to start doing stuff and chatting. So anyway, yes, Monday is called Dingus Day in Buffalo. It's a Polish holiday. It's the day, oh no, it's okay. It's the day after Easter, and it's a celebration because majority of the Polish population in Buffalo is Catholic, and Lent ends on Easter. So that means no more fasting. You can have all the treats and chocolate and all that good stuff you want. And so that is the celebration of Monday Dingus Day. It is so much fun. I used to be in the parades all the time. Oh my gosh, you're just walking down the street. So the big thing is somebody, I don't know if it's somebody, if you like someone, you hit them with the pussy willow. And if they like you, they squirt you with the squirt gun. I don't know. All I know is my derby girls were in it. We used to skate down the street, and these people would bring super soakers with a giant tub of water and soak the bejesus out of us, which I'm like, oh, I guess that means that you like us. But we were drenched. So that, in April in Buffalo, you could have snow that day because we have done the parade and it has snowed, and it's very crazy and ridiculous. So, but anyway, very good time, always a good time. So I'm going to put the polka music up over here, get that out of the way. Now, what I'm going to do first is, so you guys have seen, if you have or if you have not, if you've seen the videos for Sunny, for Mikey, this is the haul. So I figure I just saved my hauls from the videos for the lives because I think it's fun to show you guys live on the air. And listen, I'm trying to not shop as much because holy smokes, I just had to clean up my house and it still looks like it's a disaster area. But anyway, it's okay. It's all good. So let me show you what I got. Now, some of this is from a swap meet, but I'm gonna go with stuff from when Sunny and I went to, we went to Opportunity Village here in Vegas, and holy smokes, I'm hot. It is hot in this front room. It's been in the 90s all week here, so I'm gonna be sweating to death, I know it. But I couldn't believe I found this thing. You ready? It's a mermaid latch hook kit. So I think I'm going to be making this for me. And this was a whole, this was actually $1.50. Isn't that awesome? I know, isn't she so cute? And it has the latch hook even, which I love that. I used to latch hook all the time when I was younger. I would just make handmade rugs. One of my friends, I made him a really beautiful, like black and white rug because his room was very modern or whatever. And this, oh my gosh, this was in the early 80s. So anyway, so I am going to have a good time doing that. And you know what this helps for me in the evening? I won't eat because I don't want to get my hands dirty. So this will prevent Carrie from stuffing her mouth in the middle of the night. Beautiful. I can't wait for that. Oh, this next stuff is absolutely crazy. But all of this stuff I got half price. Hi everybody. So this, all of these, so these green tags were half price at this Opportunity Village for that day. I love diner wear, and that's what I got was a bunch of diner wear. This is called, what are you called, friend? Plus I ripped off all my fingernails this week because they weren't able to get me in and they were all falling off. So all the ones that were falling off came off my hand. So I get to go on Friday and redo these babies because it looks like a disaster and I can't have it. What the hell? McNichol China. And this is all diner China, but look at this, how pretty. So all of these pieces I got, I ended up getting at Opportunity Village, and I looked up the pricing on these, and the pricing is pretty good. I think these are from the 60s, but look at this really pretty red, almost ombre-ish effect on the edge, right? And look at the handle. So we got the little boat, and then look at the matching cups. Aren't they pretty? And again, it's this McNichol China, and it's from West Virginia. But these are gorgeous. Look at the cup handle. Look at the cup handle. Isn't that fabulous? So I paid 50 cents a cup. I got 6 cups. Let me throw these down. And I did, you know, again, I did look them up on eBay and things, and I was like, huh, you know, the pricing wasn't too bad. So I got 2 of these like bowls. Like these are like, to me, the vegetable mashed potato bowls, right? So 2 of those. And I will put this stuff back in at some point. And then I got 2 of these, like your pickle boats, right? Like the little pickles and olive boats. Got that. This was one of my favorite pieces. And again, everything was 50% off. This was $1.50. Look at the honey jar, right? Or jam jar, either honey or jam. Isn't that so ridiculously cute? I was like, oh, heck yeah, I'll take you. So we'll see. We will definitely see how well this stuff sells, but I don't know. I just fell in love with it, and I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just getting it. Let me see. I did get more pieces. Where are you pieces? I'm going to move this carefully. I said carefully. Oh, there we go. And you know, I got a set of 6. So here's like a little salad plate. So I got the little matching salad plate for the cups. And I got, let me see. And everything, again, 50% off. The whole entire bill from this store was like $35 or something stupid, maybe. So, but this is the thing that I'm going to ask you guys that are sellers. Would you sell them as a full set? Because the shipping would be outrageous. When I saw them on eBay, they sold the cups in a set, and then they sold the like maybe the cups and the saucers went together, and then the other pieces were sold individually. So that way, right? You would do that, Barb? Yeah, that's what I think too. So let me see. This is, yeah, I thought this was a really cute set. Here's the saucers. So I got the saucers, like the little salad dishes, and then I got the berry bowls. But, oh my gosh, let me open this up. Open, baby doll. Yeah, I was trying to get this stuff open before I started, but I didn't. So, who's Mavis? I don't know who Mavis is. Hello, Mavis from Australia, sweetie pie. And then I got the berry bowls. Mavis, are you a fan of the dinerware like this crazy lady over here is? I am. And then something, oh, yeah. You guys, look at these. Look at these. Everybody's really digging Sun, Moon, and Star right now. And I love it. Are you really from North Carolina? Because I think we know that it's in the USA, my friend. You could be from somewhere else. Who knows? I also got this. These are marked Bavaria. Listen, I can't not get stuff from, wink, wink, from, I can't resist stuff that's like the hand painted from Bavaria. Look at how pretty these little berry bowls are. You know what? These are probably going to go on Whatnot, but I only paid $2 for them, but aren't they like so pretty? I don't know. And I don't know if people love the hand painted stuff. I do. I love it. And then, wait, this will tell me how much I paid. Yeah, I paid $40 for all of these items, including this. Wait till you see this. I think this is gorgeous. Very, very, very mid-century, right? Like when all the Danish stuff, this is right along those same lines. I was really surprised I found this. Isn't it beautiful? And I looked it up. It's really heavy. The bottom is real nice and heavy, that thick glass. So it's from like the 60s or 70s, this style. So I found something very similar on my eBay search and stuff. So I'm like, okay. So that was from my trip with Sunny to Opportunity Village. And then Sunny and I went to, oh yeah, you're right. You're so right. They would look really good in there. Also, we're gonna do a little fun thing today, my friends. We're gonna choose the game that we're gonna play today. I'll show you in a moment. So this fun bag is from a shopping trip Sunny and I did to Salvation Army. I don't even know when we did it, but oh my gosh, I forgot about half of this stuff. Now, a lot of this stuff is newer, but look, the little boot covers. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, you're right. I think it would look like that. Yeah. So thank you. Yep. I don't know where that person was from. The minute somebody says I'm from North Carolina, USA, you know they're from Ethiopia or somewhere. You're not from the USA, because we don't say I'm from North Carolina, USA. You say I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. So, right? Aren't they so cute? So look, you guys aren't going to believe how much I paid for these. I got gray, black, cream. Let me see where the rest of them are. I got a brown and a blue. So, and they're nice and soft with the pretty lace on there. Listen to this, 99 cents each. So all of these cost me $5. Isn't that ridiculous? Holy cow. I was very excited about that. And then wait till you see these next. I'm going to be doing a kids sale on Whatnot, and I'm adding these little guys to my list. So they're so cute, but I'm saving one for Joni, one or two for Joni. You ready? It's a little owl hat. And then here's one in blue. And here's a husky. And then look at this one was killing me. It's a little beaver. And then I got more of the little owls because I think people love owls. So some of this goes to Joni, and then the other ones are going to go on one of my Whatnot sales. Like I said, I'm going to do a kid sale because I have vintage kids and then I have brand new kids. I know, I love, isn't that? That's what she said, Barbara. He said. I know. And then for some reason, I got these goofy things, and I don't know if they're really any good or not. This is also going to go on Whatnot. It's like a little grapevine on a stand. You can't really see it, but there's tiny little grapes in here. So I'm actually doing like a miniature sale, and I'm going to put these in my miniatures because I feel like you could have a little grapevine in the backyard of your little miniature home, right? I know, I thought it was kind of cute. So that's, you know, this, all I know is I need to shut my mouth and get the darn sale together. It is, I have it already scheduled. I just have to start putting my stuff in there. And then I got these goofy things, which again are also going to go in Whatnot. Let me show you this. I picked them out because they were pretty. It's all glass. So glass fishies on a piece of coral. I just thought it was cute. I don't know. Me and Sunny were at this Salvation Army losing our minds because we found all these crazy little glass things, and they're so cute, you know? And how can you resist for 99 cents, right? Little glass things sell. And then here's like the same thing with little red fish. I'm just not taking them out of the box right now. And then, again, in honor of Dingus Day, I got a pierogi maker. I'm actually gonna send this to my son because he does pierogies and he does all these little things. I got this for $3. I thought this was amazing. So that's gonna go to Dustin because the update on my son Dustin, he's doing very well. He's cooking, he's baking his face off at his new job, and they're loving him. He just made a blackberry and lavender cheesecake. He made a cheesecake from beer. He's doing a key lime pie this week with a biscotti crust, and not biscotti, but oh my gosh, I can't think of the name of the little biscuit, but, and then look, I got some shirts for Jeffrey Parker that I forgot about that I have to throw in the wash. He is trying, he tries to be very professional at his job. And you know what? Who doesn't want some nice shirts thrifted? That's what I figure. These are, what are these called? Oh, Max Muscle. That's not Jeffrey Parker. He's minimum muscle. Don't tell him I said that. Don't tell him I said that. But I got all the shirts for about $6 each. But look at how nice. So he's going to have some nice short sleeve shirts. He's up to 60 pounds now lost. And yes, those Biscoff biscuits. Yes, Mavis, you are so right. Those are the ones. So that's what he's making the crust for the key lime pie out of. Isn't that ridiculous? So yeah, Mr. Jeffrey Parker, I can't tell you, he's lost 60 pounds at this point. He has gone through so much clothes that every time I go thrifting, I try to get him some new shirts or shorts or, something of that nature. So I found him a bunch of nice things. And here's another one. I got him a nice Under Armour shirt. He likes these shirts a lot. So that concludes that portion. So, oh, that sounds you know what would be really good, Mavis? A Biscoff caramel cheesecake. My son loves to do butterscotch. Could you imagine? That would be like amazing. So let me show you what I got from the swap meet. I went with Sonny, Mikey. We met up with Picker Road. We got to meet up with some of our other friends, lovely Dina, my lovely Letty. So it was absolutely amazing and fun. And I got some really fun stuff. I know, I'm making everybody hungry. I'm making myself hungry. So we had a really good time. And oh my gosh, this guy was selling his stuff so cheap. He just threw a bunch of bins out and you dug through the bins. And look at these ornaments. Isn't that beautiful? I'm trying to decide if I'm going to give them up because we are currently in the peacock room. So, but it's 3 of these in a box. So he charged me like $15. I got the Laverne and Shirley doll, and I'll show you the rest of what I got. So this was one of the things I got from him. And then look at this book. Vienna, Want a Girl Guide. I was like, what in God's name is that saying? Touristic, blah, 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 blah. How do you do? I'm the girl guide of Vienna. In the autumn of 1945, I led many G.I. Joes through my town. While doing this, I learned what they liked, which things interested them most, and what they actually knew about the capital of Austria. Interesting. So it's a little bit of a tourist book, I guess. I just thought it was like really interesting. I'm like, okay, girl guide, let's see what you got. And so this is a whole book on Austria. I love it. And then the other thing I got, okay, I love art books, and I got a Picasso. So these for me do pretty good. And this says Picasso Linocuts. So the beautiful thing of that is if you don't like the book, oh, look at this. Oh, interesting. So there's like a little thing here. This is from 1968. And these are from his lino cuts from 1958 to 1963. But look, you could take, if you don't want the book, you could just take these pages out and do things with them. But these are just stunning. So there's a color one and then the black and white one. But I'm like, oh, I love art books. I love them. I've always done really well with art books when I put them up for sale. So that I was like, yes, please, I'll take that. Then I never heard of this person, this doll. She's a Mattel doll, but I never heard of her. But look at her, how cute. Kenna Roswell. Join the Wild Hearts crew, a sisterhood of girls following their wild hearts' desires. Oh my God, I love that so much. Each her own Spitfire, her own brand of rebel. Together, hand in hand, these teens are an unstoppable force for doing what they want, being who they are, and flipping their collars to anyone who tells them, you can't. I love that. The other thing I loved is she's a photographer, and look at how there's a little alien guy on there. So she enjoys the aliens and stuff. That's why she's called Roswell. Oh, for gosh sake, lady, get it together. But isn't that so, she's so cute in the box. This was part of that sale from that guy. So this and the Laverne and Shirley, the books, and the those ornaments cost me $15. The Laverne and Shirley alone are worth $60 for the two of them. So this one I didn't look up, but I don't know. This may end up going to Joni. We'll see, because I love the whole Roswell thing. Then I went to another person. They had a whole bunch of Barbies, and look what I got. Star Trek Barbie and Ken. Now, I don't know how much this guy is worth, so we're gonna find out. This one is from, let me see, they got the phaser and everything in here. Oh my gosh, it's just ridiculous. This one's from 1996. So, and I don't know if they have a huge value or not, but I figure, who cares? Because they're Star Trek people, and I'm gonna be doing an upcoming Barbie show. So I thought that was really, really cool. Very, very cool. All right, let's see what else is going on here. Sorry, I'm not, I know I love some old books. I love old books. And wait till you see this one. Somebody showed this in their video, but they didn't get it. I did. Can you see that? That is like all hand and stitched or machine stitched. I can't think of what they call this. But tell me that isn't the cutest thing you've ever seen on the face of the planet. This is gonna go up on eBay because it's unusual, and it's either gonna be eBay or Etsy, but I was like, oh my God, that's the cutest little thing I have ever seen in my life. So I got that. Do you see what I mean? I always buy with my heart, which can sometimes be a dangerous thing. Then I found a guy who had Barbies, and I was like, oh my gosh, he's got Barbies. And his prices were like, I mean, they weren't horrible. He was charging, this bag was $60, and he said half price on all the prices on the Barbies. We'll continue that story in a second. So we've got Skipper's Friend, and I got a blonde Tootie and two of the dark-haired Tooties. Let me see, she turned her around, which I was so excited about. I love Tooties. This is one of my favorite dolls when I was little. And she has a little brother named Todd. Now, he didn't have any Todds, but their legs are in great condition, no chewed hands, and no green rubbery marks, which is amazing. So I got them. Oh, let me see. Oh gosh, this is so heavy. And then me and Sonny went to this one guy, and we got a whole bunch of these marble eggs. So very, very polished marble eggs. We just thought that they were like really cool. So I got a bunch of those. Those are gonna go on Whatnot. And they come with a little stand. So they already have their little stand to go on, which is really nice. They're all similar colors. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't think I have any that are any other spectacular different color. This guy, he's a little no, not really. That one was more browny. This is a little more gray. They're just kind of fun and different if you enjoy a little bit of decor like that. Let me see. I think, yeah, here's another one. This one looked like a bowling ball to me, right? Isn't that kind of cool? Yeah, see my fingernails all torn off except for 3. I've only got 3 fingernails left on my hand. But whatever, it's all good. Oh my gosh, yeah. Gee, could it be another egg? Yes, it could be. So anyway, that's it for the eggs. And then the Barbie guy, we are not finished with him. When we were standing there, I told him a story because he had more Barbies. And I was like, oh man, I wish I could afford more Barbies, but I only had a little bit of money left. I only had about $25 left or so. Francie in her outfit, dark-haired Francie from the Mods. She's just beautiful. She had a price tag of $120 on her. And then look at this beauty. I'm pulling her out of the bag. I almost lost my mind over this one. I'll tell you why. Do you see her? So she's the Mod Barbie. This outfit in particular, my grandmother bought me this outfit in the late 60s, early 70s for me. So I would stay at my one grandma's house, and she was the grandma that had a little bit of money. So every time I went to her house, you know, she asked me what I wanted for my birthday. My mother's like, ask for clothes, because she would always get really beautiful clothing, right? But I was like, no, I want a Barbie. So I remember specifically I don't remember the Barbie, but this outfit was the outfit that she gave me. So this now makes me think of my grandma. So this is going to Carrie's collection of Barbies. I can't even, I love these mods so much. I gotta look at, because I have a few mods upstairs. I gotta look and see which ones I love the best. And then some of them are gonna go up for sale, but not this girl. She's staying with me. She's gonna stay with me. I'm also doing a big Barbie sale coming up on Whatnot as well. And then there was this lovely girl that was just selling necklaces. So I bought 2 necklaces from her. Aren't they really pretty? They're like fruity, and I think some of the beads are glass, some are not, but she just made all these lovely necklaces. And I'm like, you know what? I'll take these bright yellow, fun looking necklaces from her. You know, I don't know what, she was the one, if you saw the one video where somebody was like, oh, you're kind of handsome. I was dying. That was the same girl. So he paid it forward, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go buy some necklaces from her because nobody was going over to her stand. So I bought these 2 necklaces, and I think they're fabulous. I am totally wearing those this summer. Let's see what else I got. And then we're going to look at games, and then we're going to figure out what games. Okay, that's literally about it. So let's see what this says. I don't know if that one's gonna work, but look at this. This game, I know, wasn't that so hilarious? I was dying. She's like, oh, you know, do you have a girlfriend? We were just standing back laughing so hard. It was so funny. It was so cute. What a sweet, sweet girl. But she wanted to date Sonny. It was ridiculous. I think this might be the game that we're going to play, but I'm going to show you a few other games. But I think we're just going to go with this one. Look at this, because I think we're going to laugh our tushes off. Are you ready? Never have I ever. The game of poor life decisions. Does that sound like us, my friends? I think it does. So I think we're going to start with this one. But let me show you these games, and then I got to tell you about it. This one is What Do You Meme? And I don't know how the heck that works. This one is Who's Most Likely To, but I got to figure out how to play this one with you guys. And then the last game, it's called Bye Felicia. Now listen, this is the crazy part. The guy that I bought the Barbies from, so I got all of those Barbies, $27, because I told him the story of my grandma, and he was like, you know what? I love when people love my stuff. So whatever you have, just give me what you have and you could take all of those. I mean, these Barbies are worth some cash. They're old. These girls are from the 60s. You know, I was like so excited. So it worked out fabulous. And then these games, I was talking to him and I was telling him like, oh my gosh, I got a YouTube channel, you know, come watch. It's really ridiculous. We always have a good time because we're so silly in there. And he was like, oh, do you need some games? He gave me all of these games. He gave them to me. He's like, here you go. You can have them. What a nice fellow. I tried to hug him, but he says, I don't really hug. So we bumped butts. And that was it. But I think for today, this is our game. And I think this is going to be almost as bad as the last game that we played. I think it's going to be pretty fun. So let me just show you this really fast. So I have a really good friend here, Rachel, okay? But way back, she moved here 2005, I think. Rachel's one of my best friends. I have known her forever. My aunt and uncle used to own a bar, and her and I bartended together there, and we became really good friends. And then she moved out here because her family all lives out here. So recently, within like a month, like 6 weeks, her dad passed away. He had cancer and passed away. Very sad. Her dad passed away on Sunday. One of her dogs, she has 2 dogs and a cat. One of her dogs passed away the day after her father passed away. And I was like, oh my gosh, this poor honey. So Jeffrey Parker and I, they had a memorial service like 2 weeks ago. We went to the memorial service for her. And, you know, I was having a hard time, and she like was really kind to me and did some nice things for me. And I think it was after my grandfather passed away, because she loved my grandpa too. Everybody called my grandpa Gramps. So anyway, I was at Sonny's swap meet, and his friend Caesar that has a booth had this amazing thing in his booth. Now, I'm going to show you. If you can see, it's 9-inch nails. They played in 2006 at the Aladdin, and the Aladdin is now Planet Hollywood. It's no longer there. And the band members signed it. The crazy thing is, Rachel and I went to this concert. I came to visit her here, and we went to this concert. When I saw this, I'm like, I got to get that for my girl. She loves 9-inch nails. She's the one that got my ticket to go. And I'm like, when I saw this, I'm like, I got to get it for her. I got to get it for her. So that's for my good friend Rachie. So what else was I going to talk about today? Just like this week, I have a few weird things that happened. And like today, I have one of my old landlords. You know what? You're so right, Mavis. That's what I feel like too. When I saw it, I was like just struck. I'm like, I have to get it. I can't say no. It was in his booth and I saw it. He had it for $700. I'm like, I can't afford $700. And I didn't want to ask him for, you know, anything. Oh, there goes that crazy loopty here. And I saw him again. So last week, Sonny picked me up and I went with him to his booth, and he was rearranging his booth and doing some stuff. Because I had some pieces for him from one of my booths, he was getting rid of a cabinet, which he gave to me, not a cabinet, but a shelf. He gave me the shelving unit, and I gave him pieces, brackets to put in the wall for him to hang shelves. And I gave him the shelves and some other brackety things and whatever for him to be able to nail that stuff into the wall at his booth. So I was there, and Caesar was there, and I'm like, Caesar, I got to figure out a way to get that thing from you. He's like, well, what do you want to give me? And I'm like, $6? He's like, okay. I was joking. I'm like, I'm not going to give him $6. He had 700 on it. I got it for 50 bucks. But he was like, again, like the Barbie guy, he's like, if somebody, I know that you love that much. He's like, I'll take whatever. And I was like, I can't go less than 50 because, the poor guy, he had a good price on there. And if he could have got 700, I would feel terrible. But I'm like, 50, I can handle. So I got that for 50. That was amazing. What else? Today, oh my gosh. So almost 20 years ago, I lived in this apartment. And when I left the apartment, the landlord, I should have known. I don't follow my instincts sometimes. And you got to follow your gut. I had he was a sweetheart, Caesar. I had a crazy landlord guy. He was not nice. And I knew it when I was renting the apartment because he literally threw the lady out before me because she complained too much. So when I moved out, he tried to sue me for like $3,500. He kept my deposit, etc. And then he went through and redid all this stuff in the apartment. I lived in the apartment for a bunch of years. And usually after someone lives there, they repaint and they do all this stuff because it's expected wear and tear, right? It was like a wooden floor. He claimed I scratched the floor to pieces, which I did not. Bunch of garbage. So he tried to sue me. So we went to court and it was dismissed. It was dismissed, and Jeffrey Parker said with prejudice, which means they can't come back and sue you. I got a letter in the mail in January. The guy's trying to sue me still. This is from 2006. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? So today we were supposed to have like an arbitration with someone, and we went in there. This is the third time now. So there was one in January. The lawyers weren't there, the other side. We did one in March, I think. The lawyers weren't there. They scheduled this one. We get in there. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. It's been changed to May. So we're contacting someone to see if we can just get this whole thing dismissed. Because come on, 4 times? I think they're trying to see if we don't show up so they can just try to put a judgment on me. And I think it's like for $2,500. You chase somebody for 20 years for that little, if it was like hundreds of thousands, if I burnt the house down or something, I could see it. But this was adjourned years ago, and you shouldn't be able to sue again. And somehow this idiot is able to sue again. So I don't know. So we're trying to figure out if we can just, if it can just be dismissed. And then I'm going to tell you guys, but, someone, a person made some kind of little bit of a snarky remark about fingernails, right? And, I was like, people say stuff. When you go on here and you put yourself out there, not everybody's going to be nice. I'm lucky. I have a million nice people. I am 100% lucky. I don't have the snarky jerks, on my page. So somebody said something about my nails and blah, 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 blah. And, I was okay. And then it bothered me a little bit. And I'm going to tell, this is what I'm going to say about it. Sometimes saying some of those things about something that seems so minor to you, you don't know what's behind it, right? Like you don't know what's behind it. Why is she getting her nails done? I don't really know, and I don't really care. I think they're ugly, blah, 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 blah. That's fine. I don't really care. It just made me start thinking, though. I'm like, gosh, why do I get my nails done? And I know why. And it's something for me that helps me do some self-care, okay? Because you guys know I've had a god-awful year last year. God-awful year. And it was one tiny thing that I did for myself to help me get through some of that horribleness last year. And it was just weird that somebody picked like on that one thing. And I'm like, you just don't know me, person. You don't know the stuff that I've been through. And you know what? Honestly, if you're going to say things like that, it doesn't really matter. I don't care if I even know who you are or what's going on. So, yeah, but look at what I did. That's right now. But, and I go to a school. I go to the school intentionally because these girls are learning. And this last girl, oh my gosh, she was I was her first person doing these nails. It took her 6 hours. Hi, Linda. And I was like, oh, I was so exhausted by the time I had my nails done. Oh my gosh, I was like, oh my gosh, God bless her, but I don't want to have her do my nails again. I don't want to sit here for 6 hours to get my anything? No more sound still? Okay, you can hear me now? It's a stupid solicitor and it turns the sound off. Ay, ay, ay. Sorry about that. I don't know how to turn my phone off. And actually what the crazy part is my phone was on silenced because it's a solicitor and you can have it like just directly go to your voicemail, but while they're recording, no sound here. Ay, ay, ay. Idiots, idiot people. So anyway, that's all the craziness for Carrie right now. That's all the craziness for me. So, foo-foo, boo-boo to all these, grumpy people. Okay, I think we're gonna have such a good time. Oh my gosh, you guys. Let me pull some cards out. Get ready. You know, it's so funny. I have fingernails and I don't know how to work things. Now that I don't have them on some of my fingers, I don't know how to do anything. All right. What is a rule card? Okay, we're not going to do the rule cards. We're going to do the never have I evers. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so fun. Yeah, we got a ton of cards in here too. All right, here we go. So literally, I think all you got to do is just answer the questions. You ready? This should be fun. I think this is going to be fun. Oh my gosh, here we go. You can drink if you desire. And listen, today I had a bra on because I had to do that court thing this morning. So there's literally a bra. So here we go. Never have I ever been skiing or snowboarding still drunk from the night before. I've never been skiing or snowboarding in my life. I went to a ski resort one time when I was in college and stuck in the bar and just drank because I didn't want to break my leg. What about you guys? Oh, Mavis, that's right, you're in Australia. I'm so happy you're here. I love it. I love it. Nobody's ever skied or snowboarded? See, okay, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I love it. I love that so much. Oh, you have? You have, Donna? Awesome. So, Donna, have you skied or snowboarded and were you still drunk? Yes or no? Let me know that. That's what I want to know. Oh, this is going to be good. I have a feeling. Yes. I mean, sweetie. I just feel like, you know, back in the day, you watch all those movies of like the ski bunnies and the skiing movies, and everybody's having cocktails, and you stay for the weekend, and then you go out the next day in your bunny suit all drunk. I don't know. I'm like, you know what? Just keep me in the bar. I want to keep my leg. Oh my gosh, Barb. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, no. I'm like, oh, that's enough of that. Oh my gosh, these cards are funny. You guys. Hi, I'm so glad you're here for the party. So we're playing a game called Never Have I Ever, the game of poor decisions. I'm like, yes, I feel like we are the perfect crowd for this game, right? See, that's what I'm saying, Donna. That's what I was thinking. You know, it's like, yeah, heck yeah. Oh, see that? That's my jewelry box. So one time I'm going to do a video of all this craziness on my jewelry stuff. I'll show you my jewelry. Because you know what? I got to go through it anyway, because some of it, I saved some things and I'm like, why did I save this stupid looking thing? So anyway, that's going to end up in my jewelry pile. Next question. Here we go, loves. Never have I ever called animal control. I've never called animal control ever. That's not something that I called. One time, I think I did call CPS on someone, unfortunately. So, oh, brown-eyed baby, that's right, sweetie, yay! Hi, I love it, I love it. Love it. I've never called animal control on anybody. I do watch a lot of the rescue videos because it's so sad. And I think the only time I called, so I'll tell you this crazy. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, it depends on where you live too. I was in the suburbs and there wasn't really like places where animals were just outside all the time or whatever. So I don't think it was, you know, I don't know, that it wasn't conducive to me having a call. Now, the CPS stuff, and I think the only time I called CPS was one time on this woman because she, oh, I know. Yes, I believe that I would do that too. This woman called CPS on me and the woman that was taking care of my kids after school, or actually just my youngest son. So this woman lived near my son's school. So after school, she would pick him up at school. He'd go to her house. They'd have snacks. He would be at her house for like maybe 3 hours or whatever. This woman was her neighbor. Well, this woman, her son was friends with my other son. My son slept over at her house one time for a birthday party, and somehow she got it into her head that she was the babysitter for my kids, which was not true. She called CPS on me multiple times, reported me for being a prostitute selling drugs. What? I'm like, what? I bartended at my aunt and uncle's bar for many years, family business. And she was trying to say somehow that I was a prostitute and I sold drugs, which obviously a big fat freaking lie. And then she also reported my babysitter saying the same thing about her. Now, at that time I was an office manager for a mental health agency, and I bartended part-time in the evenings for my aunt and uncle. Yeah, she was a client. I'm not gonna lie. She was a client there, and she was noted for not taking her meds. So somehow she got into her head about me, and then the woman that was babysitting for me, that she was also a drug dealer. So she kept on reporting us numerous times over and over. They had to go to my kids' school, talk to my kids about drugs. I was like, are you kidding me right now? And then she threatened to kill the both of us. I had to go to the police station and press charges. Like I had to do harassment on her so that she would stop. And I actually went to my counseling place And I was like, I don't know who to talk to. I've got to tell somebody this thing, this, because I knew she was a client there because I was at one of the clinics that she went to. And I don't know if maybe because she saw me at the clinic work, being the office manager. I don't know. So I had to tell one of my counselors, and there's nothing that they can really do because they can't identify a patient like that, right? Eventually it stopped, but I was like, I have some lady doing this stuff and then threatening to kill me? I don't think so. Crazy. Very, very crazy. Very sad because when my son stayed overnight at her house, the one time he said that she used to talk to the walls, her iron and other things. She was schizophrenic. Very, very sad disease. But if they don't take their meds, they just always hear voices and things, and their imaginations, the voices tell them things, and that's what happens. So, I don't know. It's a sad thing. That's what I'm going to say. Oh, here's a really good question, friends. Never have I ever hit on someone at a funeral. Have you hit on someone at a funeral? This makes me think of Wedding Crashers. You guys remember Will Ferrell was the funeral crasher? I have never done that myself, but Listen, you never know. You never know. I know, I'm like, it's a little bit of a weird place to hit on somebody, but, hey. Oh, okay. This is interesting. Here we go. We're going to find out about your love lives here a little tiny bit. Never have I ever dumped someone and hooked up with another person in the same day. Now listen, I think this could be something that you could. Oh, for good. Donna, oh no. Oh no. Oh. Now I can say that, Barb, I love it. When I was in high school, there was this guy that liked me. He went to this one, like a private boys' school, whatever. And he had the that personality of that kind of an asshole, right? Like, oh yeah, I go to private school. Good for freaking you, whatever. Anyway, he really liked me, but there was somebody else that I liked. So not quite to this extent, but I did dump him and I dated the other guy. And this guy, after I dumped him, I know, right, Lynn? I know. This guy, he sent me a letter telling me explicitly that I made a huge mistake, that I don't have no clue what's going to happen with him after he's done with college, and I could have been with this man that's going to be so successful. Get the hell out of here, you jerk. Oh my gosh. I love that. I know. Well, I mean, sometimes, you're with someone and then you find somebody that is actually better. I wasn't even really dating this guy, and he turned it into something so crazy. And that was high school, Ay. So crazy. I love the stories. Donna, thank you. I love it. I love all the stories. See, and look, I know. Especially when you're younger. You know what I mean? It's like you can't, and of course, back in the day when I was younger, some of my friends were getting married at 18, 19 years old. Not me. Not me by any means. I didn't get married till I was 28 to that asshole, and it was still a mistake. I mean, I got divorced from him, thankfully, and I got Jeffrey Parker, who's fabulous. So, sometimes when you're young, you don't make the smartest decisions with people, with dating. And I think there's nothing wrong with dating a bunch of people when you're young, man. Ay. This one is really funny. Never have I ever displayed a framed picture with the model family still in it. Wasn't this in a movie? Didn't somebody do this in a movie? I never kept the family in the pictures. I usually just put a picture in it right away. Or I do have a bunch of frames sitting in an envelope because I was supposed to do something with them and they're sitting here. So crazily, I got rid of a whole bunch of them because I'm like, get out. I'm never doing it. Get out. Did you? You left the family in. Were you pretending it was your family? That is hilarious. But listen, why not? Oh my gosh, that is too funny. I love that. I love that, Marilyn. That is funny. Oh my gosh. It's just too funny. That's too funny. This one is kind of a weird one because with the way the world is, these cards came out in 2019, but I think they came out prior to COVID. So this one is going to be something different. Never have I ever worn sweatpants to work. This is a moot point now. We're in the new world, even though a lot of people are having a return to work. But no, don't worry about typing errors. Who cares? Listen, so what? You don't worry about that, love bug. I know, I wear them all the time. I'm lucky I get out of my pajamas. I only got dressed today because I had a gosh darn it court thing this morning. That's why the bra is on today. But normally, you guys know, this is Gym Jam Day. You guys come here, you rip the bras off, you put your jammies on, we're comfy because it's like a slumber party, right? It's a little early, I know, for a slumber party, but it's like a dinner slumber party. So, you know, but yeah. Back in the day when I was working and when I was office manager of a mental health clinic, and then I became office manager of a department in a hospital. And I could not wear sweatpants to work ever. No, I had to wear biz cash. So my favorite thing, sweaters. I wore the little sweaters all the time. That was like my thing because it was always freezing in there. Correct. Clothes are overrated. And it's so much nicer to work from home. Oh my gosh, Mavis. I love it. Oh, that's right. You're on Thursday. I'm still Wednesday night, baby. Oh my gosh, Mavis, can I ask you a question? Because I frickin' am crazy for these critters. Do you have fruit bats near you? Do you see fruit bats near your house? Listen, I know that they could be pests or whatever, but they're very good about making sure that you guys, that they pollinate everything. I frickin' love fruit bats. They look like flying puppy dogs. They're adorable. Obviously, you can't have them as a pet, but I wish, I need to know if you have some flying around your house, and I wish you could look at my email and send me a picture if you do, because I love them. Right? I'm with you. I'm with you. Or, it's not even sweats anymore. It's yoga pants, right? Yoga pants took over as the new sweats because they're comfy and they're made out of nice stretchy fabric. Like sweatpants are so hot and thick. I have so many yoga pants, it's ridiculous, right? And I don't care. I wear them out in the public all the time. Half the time on my videos, that's what I'm wearing if you see me with the boys. Because I'm out for comfort. I don't give a frig. I don't like jeans. I haven't worn jeans in years. I only wear them if I'm going to like a concert or something else. But most of the time, I'm wearing my black yoga pants with some kind of shirt because I don't care. I don't care. Yes, all black. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. So, this one is funny. Never have I ever made a business call on the toilet. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love them so much. I watch all the rescue videos. I watch Batzilla's my favorite. Have you ever made a business call on the toilet? Listen, I have talked to people on the toilet, and then, because I usually put people on speaker, and you could hit mute when you flush the toilet. You hit mute for a second, and then you come back and get away from the room, away from the noise, and then you put your phone back on. Sometimes when you talk to somebody for a long time, what are you supposed to do if you got to go to the bathroom, right? That's what I say. Do you guys do that too? I mean, not on a business call, but it's more like, my daughter just today, I called my daughter today, and at the end of the phone call, her husband was like, Megan, did you forget something? She apparently was going to the bathroom when I called her, and she's like, Mom, I didn't want to flush. And I'm like, I'm your mother. What do I care if you flush? Flush away. I don't care. I go to the bathroom when I call you sometimes. It does echo. That's why you got to get out. Oh, no, Linda. It's so crazy, right? I know, yeah. It's like, because, oh my gosh, sometimes like I talk to Sonny, right? And we talk for a long time just because he's my compadre, right? So we'll talk, and then, it was right after I had my coffee, so I got to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, mute, pee, flush, get out of the bathroom. Oh, yeah, He doesn't know. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Laura. Oh my gosh. Oh, here we go. Never have I ever deleted text messages so my significant other wouldn't see who I was talking to. I've never done that because Jeffrey, there's no reason for me to ever not show him a text message. He's pretty good. But anyway, have you ever deleted text messages so your significant other wouldn't see who I was? And I've been with him so long. We've been together. Oh my gosh, our wedding anniversary is coming up. Our wedding anniversary is on Cinco de Mayo, and it's 8 years. And we were together 11 years before we got married. So 19 years we've been together. And literally, I just started getting phones when I first met him. So there was no texting back in the day to anybody else. So anyway, very interesting. I know. No need to, right? But yeah, I know. Can you believe it? We've been together that long. I can't believe it. Oh, there you go. Yes, I know. Anna. I'm so glad you're here too, Mavis. I'm so happy you're here. I hope you're having a nice cup of tea or coffee or whatever you're having. I hope that you are enjoying that. I love that so much. Oh, you did? Congratulations, Laura. Yeah, I'm also, what else was I celebrating? How many years? Let me see. I have been gone from, my divorce is coming up on like 35 years. Bye-bye. Bye-bye and adios to that one. Oh, I love tea. I'm a big, I'm a big fan of English breakfast tea. It's my favorite. Yes, congratulations, Laura. That's amazing. Hi, Sally. Sally's in the house. Sally, we've got a new game that we're playing called Never Have I Ever, the game of poor decisions. That sounds right up your alley, sugar. Oh, here we go. We're getting into Naughty Town. Oh my gosh, Mavis, that's amazing. Oh, you like Earl Grey? And 43 years. Wow. Good for you. That's amazing. I made the wrong decision the first time, so that's why I had to start it over. You have done it all, I know. I love that. I love that, you guys. That's amazing. You ready? This one's a little naughty. Here we go. Never have I ever had sex on a beach. Absolutely, I fooled around the beach. And I also had the cocktail called Sex on the Beach. Why not? And me and Jeffrey Parker went to a nudie beach. So there we go. I think I told the story of the nudie beach a few times. Very fun. Barb, I love it because you are just a naughty little bird, and I love it. Oh my gosh, your second one, Marilyn, that's amazing. Yeah, in the water. I know, more in the water because the sand. You don't want that. I remember, oh my gosh, when I was young with the first boyfriend making out in the sand, and we didn't do anything. Like we didn't, do the deed, but we were fooling around and rolling around. I had so much sand in my butt crack. Because I was laying back, I don't know. But anyway, what a mess. So yeah, so me and Jeffrey Parker, right? I know when you're young, why not? It's just the sand and the bits. Yeah, that is not a good feeling. And, especially if, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So the nudie beach, you will find sand everywhere and usually like stuck in your hair, right? Because, of course, you roll off the towel or blanket or whatever. But yeah, oh my gosh, that's awesome. See? I love you guys. I love you to pieces. I love you to pieces. This is just, okay, here we go from that to another area. Excellent, Mavis. I love it. That, right? I know so many places that you could name, It's kind of fun to, once in a while outside and do, whatever. Anyway, never have I ever sharded. Oh my gosh. Listen, I'm not a big fan of the poop and the gas and all that fun stuff. Like, men love it. Like anything coming out of their butthole is like exciting and fun to them. My boys, when they were little, ridiculous. My brothers, oh my God, they just love that stuff. Whatever. But it's when you think that it's gas, but it's not, and you might accidentally have an accident in your pants. That's what that is. So look at the two words that it combines. With poop. I would say my brother told me about him accidentally. He thought that he had gas and then he was very, very drunk and went poops in his pants. Yeah, very exciting. Very exciting. That's probably not my favorite question, but I know it's like, especially if you, so, I've been doing like the diet, the shot, right, to lose weight and everything. One of the side effects is you tend to go to the bathroom a lot more and very loosely. And accidents can happen. Jeffrey Parker's had accidents. I run to the bathroom too fast. Okay. It is life. I know. It happens. It happens. This is a simple one. Simple, not too crazy. Yeah, right? Oh, gastric bypass. Yeah. Yeah, your tummy's like this big, right? And whatever you eat just right through. Never have I ever run on a frozen lake. I absolutely have run on a frozen lake, but you got to live where there's frozen lakes, right? Have you guys ever run on a frozen lake? Like, this is an easy little simple question. So, oh, you guys haven't. Yeah. It's very fun. It's crazy. Just running around I don't know, but I lived in Buffalo. Everything was frozen. Sidewalk frozen, driveway frozen. Oh man, you're lucky, Mavis. Oh, railroad tracks. Yeah, we just, because I don't know, oh my gosh. So funny story. I'll tell you, especially about the running. I used to live in Texas. That was with the stupid ex-husband. And we used to play broom ball. And that is a crazy game. They had, so the complex I worked in was 2 office towers, a parking garage, a bunch of restaurants and shops, and then in the center was an ice skating rink. And broom ball is literally, you go on the ice in your sneakers, take a broom, and you play like hockey. So there's the offense and the defense. The boys always made us play defense because they were hockey players from Boston. Shut your damn mouth. Whatever. We know how to do stuff too, dum-dums, but they were jerks and they'd never let us play any good thing. So you had to run on the ice to try to get the ball away from the other people, or, you know, I hip checked some guy really good and knocked him on his ass. And I'm like, see, I know how to do that stuff. But anyway, very fun. Oh, yes, right? Donna, where do you live? Oh, yes, there you go. Where do you live, Donna? Because I know not everybody lives in the cold climates. Ow, I always pull my hair out with these stupid glasses. It's ridiculous. I can't blame you though, Sally. I know it's, but you know what? Most of the, if it's really cold, it's frozen. And we never went to like the center. We would stay like to the edges because you could also see if it was a little, you know, iffy. You didn't want to ever go to the iffy part, right? So, okay. Never have I ever pawned my jewelry. I don't have any jewelry worth it. Oh, you're in South Jersey. Oh, I love it. Hello, Joyzy. I got some good friends up that way. That's abs. Yeah, I never pawned anything pretty much. Never pawned anything myself. I don't go to pawn stores here either. Because that stuff just makes me sad that people have to come and pawn their stuff. I would feel guilty buying it, you know? Have you, Laura? I mean, did you do it just to sell it and get it out of here? Because you know what? I have a bunch of, yeah. Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. You do what you got to do for yourself and for your family, you know? I mean, I never have any good jewelry that's worth any money. Right now, I do have some scrap because, you know, I got some jewelry lots and people leave like scrap stuff in there. And I got to find a place. That I can get my good money for the scrap. Yeah. And you know what? It's the kids. It's always the kids, isn't it? Oh, there you go. You got it back. So if you needed it, you know, but I'm sorry you had to do that, Laura. But listen, I have kids. I just had to, 2 months ago, send my son money because his car got repoed. And his job, he travels. It was like the worst thing ever for him. And this is my son that lost the baby. I would do anything to have him not be unhappy, not miserable, anything, like, because he's already suffering. And I'm like, Jesus, for him not to have his car and that's his job. Whew. So anyway, me and Jeffrey Parker gave me money to give to him, and then he paid Jeffrey Parker back. And then this is where Jeffrey Parker doesn't know everything. I also gave my son some money for him to be able to like pay off a ticket or something else and the rest of the fee. And I'm like, don't pay me back. I don't want you to pay me back. You just do what you got to do to get yourself on your feet, because it does. You can't help it with these kids. He's 30, he's 35, 36. He's 36. And he just went through such a god-awful time and got himself so behind because he wasn't working for a few months. You know what I'm saying? You do what you have to do for those kids. Sorry, I'm the mama. I was their home for a long time, you know? So, well, you know what I'm saying, right? All you guys? Yeah. So, you know, I can't, the mama stuff, it never ends. Never ends. So, and yeah, I'm going back to Buffalo July 8th, and I'm staying through August 22nd. I'll be torturing my kids for 7 whole weeks. Woohoo! I'm very excited. I get to see Joni, who is, she, at the end of my trip, Joni is flying with me back here to Vegas. And then we're going to be here for a few days, and then we're going to California, and we're going to take her to the beach. We're going to take her to an aquarium. She's going to go on a whale watch, and we're going to take her to see the Minions. It's going to be fabulous. And then Jeffrey Parker is going to fly with her back east, and I'm going to drive back to Buffalo after I stay an extra day or two and go to California Benz. Woohoo! I'll have a vehicle. And I have a really good friend in Long Beach that we just go and we thrift our faces off together. So that'll be exciting. Oh, yes. Who doesn't do this? Have you, never have I ever bought a line cutting pass at an amusement park. So I have, yeah, it's going to be so much fun. I went to Universal in Florida. So my grandpa used to be a snowbird, and Megan and I would go visit my grandpa like every other year or something. So we would either go to Disney or Universal. The line cutting passes are amazing, but Universal used to give you one free pass for the day. Otherwise, you'd have to pay for it. And we always looked for the ride that had the most stuff on it. And we did that. We did get that, but it was the free one. I would totally pay for it because it is aggravating and to wait in lines, and especially with a little Joni, I don't know what we're gonna do. We're probably gonna do it. Hi, chirpy lady, welcome in. Oh, yeah, they don't have the line cutting. They do for all the Disneys here. You could go to Disney and Universal, and you can either pay for it. And Universal, like I said, used to give out like a free one. I don't know if they do anymore. I know we used it on Men in Black. That ride was so much fun in Orlando. Very fun. Very, very fun. I don't know. It can be totally worth it. Oh, this is an interesting one. Never have I ever walked in on someone I didn't know having sex. Did you ever walk in on anybody having a good time? I actually have one crazy experience that I will talk about, but I did know them, and it was very weird. And I was in freaking high school again. Holy cow. The crazy stuff that happens. I have a really, well, you know that if you say yes, you got to tell the story. Your story is going to have to be put out there because we got to hear it because it's crazy. So I know, right? I know. Hi. So, oh my God, your parents. I know. Oh, that's so like, This one, so my family and I used to season camp out at a campground in Buffalo, outside of Buffalo, called Darien Lake. It's now a Six Flags. And actually, my friend across the street, she was one of my really good friends. I still talk to her today, so I'm sorry, but I'm telling your story. Her parents were not there. They left the two of us out there. We were 17. They left us out at camp for like a weekend or something, or part of a week, or whatever the hell it was. And at the time, I was dating that guy that I dumped the other guy for. And he had a friend that came out and stayed for the weekend as well. Now, I was a really good girl, a big chicken. I was too afraid to do anything, you know. So I was just excited to sleep next to him because we just slept next to each other and kissed, right? That was it. Nothing else going on. My friend, we were in her camper. We were on the lower bunk. She was on the upper bunk. Her panties came flying down and almost landed on our heads. We were like, oh my God, because my friend, she had another boyfriend. She just fooled around with that dude. And I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. It was like so embarrassing. I didn't even know what to do. I didn't know what to do. It was embarrassing. Oh my God. Oh, poor me. Your poor daughter, I know. But you know, especially when they're little and they walk in on stuff, you know, but yeah, I don't think I never had the kids walk in on me that I'm aware of. Unless they did and they didn't, you know, they're not going to say anything, but yeah, that was really funny. My friend, oh my gosh, she was a wild gal. I was the shy one, and she had a really good time. So good for her. I'm glad that she enjoyed all those good times. Oh, Seriously. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, right. Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Okay. Mum's the word. We don't know anything. Oh, never have I ever purposely left a belonging with an ex to have an excuse to go back. I probably did, but I don't remember the ex, and now at this point it's a moot point. But when I was younger, I was very stupid with boys. So purposely left a belonging with an ex to have an excuse to go back. Only when it's like if somebody broke up with me, which most of the time somebody broke up with me. I very rarely broke up with the dudes. They mostly, yeah, I did it too. I did it too. There was this one guy, he wasn't even like a boyfriend. He was just somebody I dated, and he ran out of toilet paper, and I brought him toilet paper and left it on his porch. What kind of freaking idiot am I? I don't know. Stupid. That's what I am. But, you know. What did you leave behind, Donna? That's funny. Yeah, let us know what you left behind. Okay, we're going to find out who the naughty birds in the house are. Never have I ever had sex with someone whose name I couldn't remember. I did. I was a naughty girl back in the day. I think after I got dumped a few times, you know how sometimes you just think that it's fun to just do a few one-night stands, but it's, you know, whatever. Who cares? I don't know. Oh, good girl. I love that. That one was, Barb, I love you so much. You and me are twins, baby. The last one said, purposely left a belonging with an ex to have an excuse to go back. So this one, if you've had sex with someone whose name you can't remember. Yeah, right? Yeah, duh. Right? I know. It's like, you know, this was the whole thing that used to drive me crazy. Back in the day, right? Boys, if boys slept around, they were studs. If girls had sex with more than 2 people in their life, they're sluts. Why do boys get grace and girls get nasty names? That is not very nice. I don't think that that's a nice thing at all. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And I was going to say, after I got divorced, I had a boy toy. I'm trying to think. Yeah, there's one. I don't remember what his name was, but he was my boy toy, all safe, away from the kids, just a little entertainment for me till I got back on my feet and wanted to date again, right? No, you're nothing, Linda. I'm exactly. I'm with you. But you know what? Some people, a lot of these people have also been with their spouses for a very long time. I wasn't. I left that asshole, and now I got Mr. Jeffrey Parker, and I'm lucky. But in the middle, there was some fun. And that's what I'm going to say about that, right? This one is this is not crazy, but it's interesting. And I could care less about these pants. Pretty young boy toys, 100%. Just for a little bit. Just for a little bit. Not only that, I didn't want to start dating people and bringing them around my kids. You know what I mean? It's like if I met someone that was children meeting worthy, that'd be a different story. But for a little bit, and plus my ex-husband was abusive. He was not a good person, and I wasn't ready to jump into something. But you know, you're in your 30s to 40s. That's some of your horniest times. You know, it's like your eggs are putting out their last call. Get us knocked up, Fran. Get us going. So, you know, whatever. That's what worked. You were a good girl. I'm not going to talk about those numbers. And there's nothing wrong with that. We're all good girls. We're all good girls. I see nothing wrong with that, Laura. See, that's you and me. That was you and me, sister. Um, never have I ever put my jeans in the freezer. Jeans in the freezer. I don't wear jeans anymore. But you know what? The jeans now have so much spandex and stuff in them. They're not 100% cotton like they used to be. Linda, did you used to, or do you now? There you go, Sally. You don't wear pants. Oh, I thought you said you don't wear pants. I was like, good for you. Don't wear pants. I don't wear jeans either. That's right, Mavis. Did you? Supposedly, like, it helped your jeans not age, right? Like, because, you know, you wear your jeans, you wash the jeans. You wear the jeans, you wash the jeans. This, like, maintained them. And I think, like, you didn't have to throw them in the dryer and then re-stretch and lay on your bed and try to squeeze into them again. So I guess, I'm not 100% sure, because I would lay on my bed and squeeze myself into my pants all the time, right? Ay, because some of my pants used to be so tight. Holy cow, back in the day. Like in the 80s, I would say, because back then, it was 100% cotton, all the pants. You're laying on the bed like this, trying to get that thing buttoned and squishing your gut right into it. Oh my gosh. You and me both. I got to put mine in there and get rid of the wrinkles. Holy crap. Never have I ever been caught picking a wedgie in public. 100% I will do it. I'm not going to walk around with my underwear stuck back there. That's the most uncomfortable thing ever. I know, this is a good game, isn't it? And most of these aren't bad decisions. I think they're very interesting, right? I love it because, you know, we're all different people, but look at all the stuff that we have the same in our funny stories. Who doesn't love sharing funny stories? I love listening to your guys' stories because it's amazing. I'm like, look, I'm not alone. Oh, geez, did you? Laura, I know. I don't know. That's just a question. Yeah, it's not even thongs. Like, do you ever have, like, I have some pants that for some reason, honestly, this is what happens more than a wedgie. I have a pair, like some of my pants, I don't know if it's like the waistline or whatever, it pulls my underpants down. So my underpants are almost all the way off my butt in the back. I got to stick my hand in there and pull my underpants back up because it's so weird feeling your underpants going down your thighs. I don't understand why that happens. It makes me crazy. Yeah, thongs, yeah, I wouldn't wear a thong. No. So yeah, right? It's a silly one. Oh, okay, friends, this is a funny one. This is a funny one. Are you ready? Are you ready? And if your answer is yes, then you must answer the second question. What is it? Okay? You Oh, yes, I know there's people that call like a flip-flop a thong. You're right. You're so right. You know what? The Canadians also call it thongs. Just letting you know. Because I used to know a ton of Canadians. Never have I ever had a nickname for my special parts. Listen, I would say for me, I never called them just the boobs, right? I used to call this the continental shelf or my billboard. Because I felt like I was advertising. Oh my God, right? Okay, but you got to say what it is. What's your nickname? Or the girls, or the mountains, or I would say, look at my clavicle, or, you know, I don't know. Just stupid things like that, right? That's all. Nothing exciting. Nothing down below. I wouldn't, there's no, Chochi there. Oh, there you go, girl. There you go. Oh my gosh. So when my kids were little, food catch, right? Oh my gosh, that is fun bags. Yes, there's so many good nicknames for boobs and tatas and TTs and so. Linda. I would, oh my gosh. Jeffrey Parker, it was Mr. Winky. There you go, Vagine. Yes, many names. Oh my gosh, when my daughter was little, you know, it was very interesting. You know, when your kids are little and you're teaching them the parts, and especially when there's a brother and a sister and they see something is different, right? So for my daughter, and listen, you guys, I am crazy with the parts because so many people look at my vagina. I'm like, I can't look at your vagina unless I've got a speculum. It's on the inside, my friends. The outside is your vulva. So instead of properly naming the parts for my daughter, we used to call that her duta. And wipe your duta. I don't know where the hell that came from. I don't know how it came about, but I didn't know how to properly address all the bits for her because women, our parts are much different and much more complicated than men. They have one bit. We have lots of parts. And how do you name one, right? That's amazing. Care packet. I love it so much. Well, you know, why not? Why not? That's so funny. That is so funny. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And then, oh my gosh, when we were little, my brothers used to call it a dookie. So there it was dookie. And some people like call dookie like, you know, poop. But ours dookie was like, you know, the main boy bit. Oh, oh, you do, don't you? Oh my God, Fanny. A fanny. I know, because listen, I know. It's the fanny. The fanny is the girl bits, and we call a fanny our tushy or a dupa, right? So Polish dupa. A wingding. Wow, good for them. Yeah, my brothers were dookie. They're like, oh, your dookie's sticking out. I don't know, whatever. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Isn't it like so funny? Like, what the heck? Oh, here we go. Now you're going to go back to your youth, my friends. Are you ready? You're going to go back to your teenage years. Never have I ever had to wear makeup or a turtleneck to hide a hickey. Have you ever had to hide a hickey? I only had one guy that used to like giving me hickeys on my neck. And it was just somebody I met and we just made out on a weekend and that was it. It was just kissing, but he loved to like put giant hickeys on my neck. It was very weird. I mean, who even does that crap anymore, right? Do people even do that? I don't even know, you know, but yeah, this guy loved putting, I was probably like 17 at the time too. It was before I met the one guy that I really liked. We just sat there and just like, you know, kissed for a long time and he just loved to like put a hickey on my neck. And I'm like, come on. No, you're not, Donna. No, you're not. No, there's no bad. There's no bad. Hickeys were a thing back in the day when you were young, right? I mean, do you have a hickey now? Do you get hickeys now? I don't. No, there's no hickeys. There's none of that. No. None of that. Oh, Barb, no? Wow, that's funny. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh, really? Where? Who? Correct. I don't see that. If you see that, you take care of business, girl. Yeah, tell Barb, because I don't see that. I could have blocked, though. Oh my gosh. That is ridiculous. That is so funny. Oh my gosh. Isn't that fun? It's like reminiscing about when you were younger and the stupid crap you used to do, right? It's like, but you know, whatever. Kids are kids and that's what happens. And okay, here's an interesting one. Never have I ever ridden on the outside of a moving vehicle. I don't understand what, like, listen, I've been in the back of a pickup truck. Does that count? But I mean, or ridden on the hood or something. I don't know what the hell that means, but back of a pickup truck, yes. Anything else, no. And mostly, who was it? I don't even know, because I don't really know many people with, I don't know many people with pickup trucks. Everybody has SUVs. Oh no, Mavis! See, Donna? There's no way. Yeah, back of a truck is about it. And then way back in the day at that same campground, they used to do hay rides. So we would sit on a giant trailer with a bunch of bales of hay and ride that and then whip the hay at everybody, whatever. Oh, standing up in a convertible? Never. I would never do. Or a limo, right? Like they have the moon roof or the, right? That roof, and then you stand up in there, and I've never done that. I would never do that. I'm too much of a chicken. Oh, I've stuck my feet out the window too. At least 1 foot, right? You have one on the dashboard, one hanging out the window. I have definitely done that. I have definitely done that. That's a funny question. This is a funny one. Okay, they're gone now, Linda. Thank you. Yes, you know what? I might have blocked them previously. So it's really weird that they got in here again. I'll have to see. We'll have to check that out. But thank you, Linda. Thank you, sweetie pie. Hay rides, yes, right? So much fun. Okay, ladies, here we go. Never have I ever worn a dirty bra and sprayed it with perfume so it didn't smell. Never have I ever worn a dirty bra and sprayed it with perfume so it didn't smell. Maybe when I was younger. Now I'm like the cleanaholic. I do laundry constantly. So when I was younger and maybe not doing all the laundry, I would say, camping, yeah, worn probably a dirty bra. But what's considered a dirty bra? Is it a 1-wear? Is it a 2-wear? Is it a 3-wear? How many wears? Are you sweaty? I would say, I'm not sure. Like and maybe, I don't think this is gross, but I do 2 wears and then it goes to the laundry. Just because I don't want my clothes to disintegrate, you know what I mean? So I do 2 wears of the bra and then in the wash it goes. You know? And actually, I've only been wearing sports bras ever since COVID because no wire. Fabulous. I used to get poked in the side all the time, and then you get the bras where the wire comes out. Ugh, not good, not good. So now I'm like Miss Sports Bra. And actually, I just had to get rid of a bunch of my sports bras because they were too big and they weren't squishing me and pushing me up far enough, you know? So there you go. Me too, Sal. When I'm at home, this sucker's coming off. I just had to do that. So this court thing I had to do today, it was like this, like we did like a Zoom with it. And I'm like, I can't have my boobs hanging on my legs. So I had to put the bra for that. But you know how it is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, now I'm going to say, oh, this is interesting. I know. I hardly ever wear one when I'm in my house ever. It's only when I leave my house. I mean, even if people come to my house, I don't care. I'll just wear a baggy shirt. Too bad. I don't care if my boobs look like they're hanging down to my knees. Too bad. You're in my house. You don't like it? Get out. Very interesting question. Again, going back to my youth. Never have I ever shroomed. This is taking mushrooms. Have you ever, and do you know that they're microdosing mushrooms right now for people with anxiety? Did you know that you could do that? But anyway, back in the day, the mushrooms were more like LSD, and you take a mushroom and have a good time. So, yes. I love it. Yeah, me too once. Me too one time. Because, I was like, oh, whatever. So, oh, there you go. Oh, the weed. There's nothing wrong with the weed, Linda. Nothing wrong with the weed. It's legal. It's legal. It needs to be legal in the whole country. Just get it over with. It's safer than alcohol. Jesus, alcohol is terrible. Oh, wow. Okay. Yes. Right. I know. Again, when you're young, you do all these experimental things. Like I did acid a few times with my friends. I had some friends that were very bad influence. Like my one friend really enjoyed the drug culture, but I wasn't like her. I'd only very once in a blue moon. I think I did it like 3 times and I'm like, I'm never doing this again. It's too crazy. Not the best fun thing, but, oh, I believe it. Oh my gosh, Sally, I can only imagine. Because it makes you, it's like you see things, right? Like you hear about they always do the LSD. Oh, they walked off the roof because they thought they could fly. Like, I never thought I could fly. Like, for me, the weirdest thing was we went to a campground. We went camping. And while we were swimming, we did a tiny little bit. My friends did way more than I did. I was like, nope, I'm only doing, a little tiny bit and that's it. Cause I didn't like being out of control of myself. Right. And, I was walking down this path and this is what the weirdest thing that happened to me. I was like floating on a cloud behind myself. And I was like, oh, that's what I look like from behind. What? That was my experience. I saw myself from behind. I don't know. It was so stupid. I would never do that crap ever again. But, again, you're young, you're stupid. I didn't know family. I would never do this as an adult with, responsibilities and stuff. I was a young, stupid, dumb, and I know it. So, yeah. Well, listen, Mavis, we've only got about 15 more minutes, sweetie pie. If you can hang with us for 15 more minutes, we're going to stop at 5 because you know what? This crazy lady, I have a Whatnot show today at 7 my time, 10 o'clock Eastern time. So we're going to end at 5 because I got to go finish putting the rest of my shop together. And then I have that show at 7. It's another one of the quirky raid trains for half an hour. And that's it. But we're going to play this game again. So we've got a few more questions to go. I can't wait to hear your answers for this one, you guys, because you guys are so funny. Oh my God, you're so funny, Donna. So funny. All right, here we go. Never have I ever dressed in a slutty Halloween costume. 100% I did. I was young and cute and had a great body back in the day. Pre-children. Of course I did. Now, if you dressed in your slutty Halloween costume, I want to know what your costume was. You got to type in what it was. My costume, listen to this, Well, 7 o'clock is on Whatnot, but it is shown here too. Only if you want to. You don't have to come back, only if you want to. Okay, so just ponder, good or bad. Oh, Elvira, awesome, and a devil. Listen to my costume. This is so crazy. My friend and I, we dressed as lady flashers. We were lady flashers, my friend. What we did is we bought flesh-colored bodysuit and tights. We cut out 3 hearts, boom, boom. Wore trench coat. I had a hat. I had athletic socks and sneakers on, and then we'd flash people. That was my costume. Ridiculous. Really, Mavis? Isn't that fun? So it's a US thing? I didn't realize that. That's so interesting. Oh my gosh, Halloween is so much fun. I love it for the kids. I love it for the kids. It's so much fun. I love a vampire. I love Playboy bunny. I love it. See? Look at you. Yeah, we were so ridiculous back in the day. I was probably like 22 at the time. And interestingly, I was at a bar. My friend and I decided to get really drunk quick. So we did a whole bunch of shots. She was smart. She went to the bathroom and threw it all up. I did not. All I remember is being passed out on the floor of the bar and they kicked me out and I lost the hat and 2 of my hearts. I don't know where they went. I don't know what happened. It was not good. It was not a good scene. It was not a good scene at all. Crazy. I know, you and me both, Barb. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm with you. I don't know either, because you're young and you do these dumb, crazy things, and you're like, wow, I survived. Ooh, this is a fun one. Never have I ever appeared as an extra in a movie or TV show. Have any of you guys been in a local movie or TV show as an extra? I haven't. I have not. That's a fun one. Anybody in here has anybody done it or tried it? The only thing I was on was a little TV show way back. Yeah, you were just on the news. Oh, good. Mavis, what were you on the news for? That's exactly right, Linda. Before all the stuff comes into play. What were you on the news for, Mavis? That's interesting. Oh, you were, what, Laura? Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh. We used to have a show in Buffalo, the Buffalo Bob Show. And I was on there when I was 3 or 4, I think I was 4 years old. And at the time, oh my gosh. Oh, I love it. Mavis, I love Mary Poppins. I went to one of those etiquette schools when I was young. And the guy came up to me with a microphone and asked me, do I know how to set a table correctly? Oh, that's amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Get lost, sir. Yep, got him. Oh my gosh, I love that, Donna. Oh, I love that so much. Oh, that's also good, Marilyn. That's awesome. Me and Jeffrey Parker. So being here in Vegas, they do a lot of shows from here. Penn and Teller have that show where they put, they have the magicians that come on and they try to figure out if they know what they did, or they grade their act basically like this. If you're going to do this, you need to do this, right? We were on that. We got free tickets to that show and we sit in the audience and then they're like, now clap, now laugh, now this, whatever. It was like 3 hours long and you can't get up to go to the bathroom or anything. You just have to sit in the audience and watch these magicians go through their acts. And that's what we did. So I don't even know when the hell it televised, but we did that. I love that Mary Poppins stuff. Oh, Oh, no. Oh, wow, Laura, that's awesome. That is amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. That is amazing. I love Mary Poppins so much. Look, let me show you something. I got a Mary Poppins doll, and she came with her little suitcase and everything. Isn't this hilarious? She's an old gal, but I was like, oh my gosh. Oh, is Lala in here? Hi, Lala. Yeah, there's my Mary Poppins gal. So, I'm crazy with dolls apparently, but I also feel like I save them for the grandbabe. So, who knows? Oh, I've got an umbrella. I've got the umbrella, Mavis. It's so funny. Oh, what? You've got a date. Oh, Laura, you got to tell us, Laura, what's going on? You got a date? I want to know. And where did you meet the person? And do we need to call you? Oh my gosh, I'm very proud of you. Yeah, we've only got about 9 more minutes, baby doll. But I'm very excited for you. I'm very excited for you. Good for you. She's a sweetheart. Laura's a sweetheart. So I'm very excited for you. Okay, here we're going to know the party girls again. Are you ready? Laura, we're playing this fun game called Never Have I Ever. Never have I ever been so hungover I couldn't get out of bed until dinner. I love that. I love that for you. My answer to this is hell yes. Hell yeah, I have been that hungover. Actually, for almost a whole weekend. Yeah, a few days. The older I was getting, the worse the hangovers were. That's why I don't drink anymore. I have been very, very hungover. Yeah. And then you can't eat for a few days. You got the bad headache and all that nonsense. I know, right? The last time was one of my friend's weddings. I drank almost 3 bottles of wine by myself. Woo! And it was sweet wine. And you know how sweet wine kicks your ass and you're in a coma for days. That was my experience. Never again, friends. No thanks to that one. Sorry. Ooh, I got an itchy eye. Okay. I wonder if that means something. Like itchy nose means you're going to kiss a fool or, something of that nature. Oh, here's another fun one. And if you do, then you have to tell a story. Never have I ever known someone in the mafia. Oh no, Linda. Linda, I am loving this side of you. You are something. Oh God, that's like the worst, Laura. Oh, eat cheese fries at the diner. That sounds like a good plan. I have gone to work hungover. Yeah, it's not fun. Not fun at all. I used to fall asleep at work, for God's sake. I actually started typing a dream. Oh, Barb, okay. Well, you're in Jersey, girl. You're in Jersey. Laura, wow. Any very famous ones that some of us would know? That is something. Yeah, you were in the land. So in Buffalo, there was, I think it was the Genovese family was Buffalo. They covered Buffalo. And we did, oh, really? Wow, Barb, that's crazy. Yeah, yep, that's crazy. When I did a haunted tour of a hotel called the Statler. It's like one of the oldest hotels in Buffalo. And they keep redoing it because somebody, they didn't take care of it. Now they're redoing stuff. But they do a haunted tour. And they took us, of course, I don't know. I love ghost stuff. I think there are ghosts. I've seen stuff, whatever. But they took us down into the meat locker and they said that there are stories of people being removed inside the meat locker because it was, once you closed the door, you couldn't hear anything. So, oh my gosh, there you go. I know I love the ghost stuff too, right? Sally, good for you. And you know what's so funny? Oh my gosh, you guys. So you know, of course, I live in Vegas. And here, you know, Lake Mead, we've had such a drought that Lake Mead is like was getting lower and lower and lower. Bodies started floating to the surface. Now, I don't really know what happened, but I have a feeling that a few mobsters might have been a little panicky because I am sure there's so much desert and stuff here, and there is so much building now out in the desert. I am sure that things are going to be found that occurred. If you ever watch the movie Casino and the rest of those, people disappear in the desert out here because there's a lot of it. Oh, man. Oh, my God. That's so crazy, Laura. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Crazy. Yeah, I didn't personally know any, but okay. This is going to be our last question, guys, and then we're going to head out of here. I'm going to head out and go finish my stuff, but I love the mafia stories. Yeah, isn't that so funny, Donna? That's so funny. That's so interesting, that North Jersey, but hey, never have I ever had a fake ID taken away by the bouncer. Now, way back in the day when I was a young, have a good night, sweetie pie. Thank you for joining us. Way back in the day, I only went to a bar one time underage. But I was 17, and in New York, when I was young, the drinking age was 18. So I didn't even have a drink until I was 17. You know, like I said, I had friends that were like naughty birds and did all kinds of crap. I was kind of more of an innocent gal. I don't know why, but I was. I only went one time to a bar underage, and then I turned 18, and then I would go out all the time because I was 18. In Buffalo, we had to go downtown and get a sheriff's card. Does anybody remember having a sheriff's card when you were 18 back in the day? So yeah, it was 18. Or, you know, and then they changed the drinking age to 19 for my brother, 4 years younger than me. He turned 19, and then he was able to drink for about a month, and then they changed the age to 21. So he ended up getting screwed over. He tried to get in when he was 18, but they changed it to 19, and they said no. So 19 for a little bit, and then they changed it to 21, and that was the end of that. So that was crazy. Oh, good for you, Laura. Wow. You are not boring, Mavis. 3.2 beers. You know what? The beers that were crazy were all the beers from Canada. So again, I lived in Buffalo on the border. We had a ton of beers. You would get all kinds of the Canadian beers that had way more alcohol content than, oh, it's 18 over there? Yeah, it's 21 here. Canada's 19. So if, you know, everybody when they turn 19, head up to Canada if you live in one of the border towns, I think. I mean, I don't know if it's getting a little tougher right now. Maybe, but it's crazy. Oh my gosh. Barb, you never went in a bar underage. Did you go in a bar underage, Barb? I bet you did. I bet you did, friend. I never had a fake ID. All right. So twice I went in underage. Oh, well, yep. We did a senior trip to Boston, and we told the bouncers in Boston that if we had our voter registration card, we're like, you have to be 18 to vote. And we got our voters registration cards. In New York, we're allowed to use that as ID, and they believed us, but it was a lie. I think I was like 17 and a half then or something like that. And I got in a bar in Boston. So yeah, I went to 2 bars underage. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Holy cow. So This game is really fun. We're going to have to do this. We're going to do this game again the next time. I swear. Yeah, I know. Wasn't that a good one? And actually it wasn't even me that told that lie. It was somebody else that said it, and they got all of us in the bar by saying that one line. One person said it, and all of us from New York got in. It was so ridiculous. Oh, you do? Yeah, it is freaking cold in there, except for the summer. The summer is absolutely really beautiful, but the winter can be very, very chilly, but that's amazing. Yes. Buffalo, man, that's a party town. Let me tell you that. And happy Dingus Day to all my friends that are Polish. So, yes, I just want all your secrets. The name of this game is called Never Have I Ever. Isn't this game really fun? Can you imagine this? Like just playing this game? Oh, it's so ridiculously fun. I'm loving it. I love it. So I am going to head out of here because I have really enjoyed. Thank you so much, Soft Corners. Thank you for joining us. All right, listen, if you're not subscribed to me, just subscribe. It's free. I don't do any of the extra stuff because I don't know how to do it. I do have some, so I've got a Whatnot show tonight, and I've got 2 on Saturday. What am I, crazy? Yeah, I'm crazy. And then I will be doing another video. I've got another box opening video because I can't stop buying stuff, but I have to stop buying stuff and selling it, for God's sake. So, but anyway, thank you guys so much. Oh my gosh, there's Jen, we're leaving. I'm sorry. We're out of here. We're heading out because I got a Whatnot tonight, my love. But I will see you guys in the first Wednesday of May. We're going to play this game again because it's ridiculous. I did change my time to an hour earlier because so many people were like, it's my dinner time, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't want to, interrupt all that, even though I still do kind of interrupt it. But, and we end a little bit earlier than later because I also had some people that it was getting to be a little bit later and they have kids, my Manda and stuff. But love to you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Again, if you haven't subscribed, just subscribe to my channel. It's free. We always have a good time. You never have to wear a bra here, and you wear your gym jams. We don't care. You don't even have to wear pants if you don't want to. So next time we're going to play this game again because this game is ridiculously fun. And look at how many cards we did not use. So this game is going to go in rotation with Talk Dirty to Me. So we're going to have a great time, and that is it. All right, so I'll see you guys next time. Let me see. You guys know I love you to pieces. Yes, I hope you do too. I hope you get to come again next time, Mavis. What I've been trying to do is in my post area, I try to put my weekly schedule because I'm doing so much stuff. I can't even keep track. So on Mondays, I try to put my schedule for the whole week so that you have some idea. But yes, we will be back the first Wednesday in May and then the second Wednesday in May. Or I mean, not the second, the third. So it's the first and third weeks. Okay? So on that note, love you guys. I will see you soon. And you have a good next few weeks, okay? And happy Easter to all those that celebrate. Happy Passover to all those that celebrate. Happy summer solstice or spring solstice. Any of the things you celebrate, happy all of it. Love you guys. Take care. Say hi to those bats for me, Mavis. Say hi to the bats. Bye.